No! Dude! That was fucking filthy.
Hey, what's up people? Today I've got my in-depth review of what I think about the Black Ops 4 Blackout.
I just picked up a
Now, I know I'm a little late to this, but I just wanted to make sure that I got, a lot of gameplay with it and a lot of, playthrough just to really have a solid opinion and not just have something based on 2 or 3 games. What I think originally. I've had some time to play through, go to like every different spot on the map.
Yeah, it's a burst.
So yeah, let's just jump right into the good and the bad. Alright, so don't get me wrong, Blackout is a huge amount of fun, hopping in there with a squad or like playing some duos. It's just a ton of fun having like the ability to explore these old maps from Call of Duties in the past, right? It's so much fun, and it's something that we're not used to seeing in Call of Duty, and it's just teamwork. It makes your life a lot more precious, we're somewhat used to it if you're playing Search and Destroy, you don't want to die during the round. Because you don't respawn. So this is really something new for the Call of Duty community that we're not used to, and I think it's a good thing that they're bringing along for sure.
Okay, John, you
now, one thing that I love of what Treyarch did with Blackout is the amount of customization that you're allowed to do. So, for example, you pick up a gun and you'll walk around, you'll pick up attachments such as grip, extended mags, different scopes. And the same thing with your perks, you can carry 4 different perks at once and activate them, and they only last for 2 minutes.
How do you deploy?
But, to go along with that, you have a bunch of different flashbangs, grenades, and the different levels of armor, and you can have such things as like the RCXD. And, there's so many different aspects to it to give you an advantage if you loot more than another player, right? So I really like what they did with this customization. It really makes us want to keep looting throughout the game to hopefully get some better attachments for our weapons and give us a fighting advantage in our next gunfight. And I absolutely love the amount of interactable vehicles that they brought into Blackout. So you have the quads, the ATVs you can drive. You have those big, really slow cargo trucks, and then you have the helicopters, which once again, if you're caught in a place, you've been getting in some gunfights or whatnot, and you didn't see the storm come in, you can just hop in the helicopter and piece right out of there super quickly. So I'm really happy with the vehicles that they brought in. Another thing that I really think Treyarch did a great job with is the fact that all of the gameplay is, to a certain level, it's super fair. If you compare this to Fortnite, if you can't find any shields that game, or you can't find, say, a shotgun or a submachine gun, you won't win many of your gunfights. But what they did in Blackout, which I really love, is, you'll pick up a gun on the ground, it'll be as good as the next gun, There's not that much variety between guns, and health packs are extremely easy to find, You can find the big med kits, or the little ones, which heal you for 25, and it's super quick healing. So, everybody has a fair advantage, whether you're an absolute god of the game or not. If you catch somebody off guard, you can still kill them because every weapon, is pretty similar. They all have their separate ups and downs, but they'll still shoot normally, And another thing that I like about the healing is that it's really quick, and you can move while you're healing. So if you get in a gunfight and, like, say you got shot in the back or you weren't ready or something, you can quickly run out, hide behind a corner, heal yourself up real quick, and then it's a new gunfight entirely. So I think that's a really good point that they decided to bring along. Now, granted, this is just a beta. Obviously, they have a lot of things to work on. A little things that I've been noticing is I was just playing, climbing up all these different huge towers, and realized that I was just getting stuck up there because I don't know if I'm just retarded, but for some reason you can't go down ladders. So the only way I could get down was just jumping off, and half the time I'd end up killing myself. So that's obviously an easy fix. But what I'm not really too surprised with is the quality of the graphics, It's really hard to see somebody from really far away, and if you do see them, they'll just look like a little ant moving around, and it's really hard to start engaging in a combat, or like even hitting them once or twice with your gun, because the graphic drop-off from at long distances is so bad that it's extremely hard to actually like see where you're shooting.
That was fucking
also, one of the points that I didn't want to bring up is the fact that it's really hard to see what you're picking up. We're also used to Fortnite seeing everything with like a
sniper. What am I
color
doing?
for the rarity, you know,
Up
rare
there, up there.
epics, like legendaries, and you know,
What?
the object on the ground is really big and easy to see from a long
Where
distance
the
away,
fuck
right?
are these shots coming
However,
from, dude?
in Blackout, you know, you see them laying on the ground, but you can't see them from a distance, right? And they're super hard to pick up sometimes. They're really hard to
Oh, yeah, I
see.
see.
And I just hope that they bring out something where the weapon or anything just, you know, hovers, so you're able to see it and you don't run up to
Sniping
something and
is
just
so
realize that
fucking
you don't
hard in this
need
game.
that specific thing. And now I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying this, but it just feels like Blackout is a reskin of
I don't know if there's
multiplayer
bullet
with a few
drop.
more people.
I'm
You know,
pretty
I
sure
don't
there is,
understand
like-
why I would hop off multiplayer to go and play Blackout when I'm just gonna be running around picking up
probably will.
guns and like maybe seeing 1 or 2 people in a span of 15 minutes when I can just play
Wait, John, where'd you
multiplayer
go? Oh,
and
you're up there.
play regular Call of
Merlin,
Duty,
what'd you
right?
say?
It's multiplayer in a bigger environment,
What is that?
and I
mean?
just don't really understand why somebody would play it repetitively, you know? So if they were to like actually change the gameplay,
So it's
say
like Fortnite, right?
give us more health, right? Because if you're running around and you get shot in the back, because there's no building or, you know, nothing of the sort that Fortnite has, half the time you won't even be able to turn around and engage in a gunfight.
Yeah,
You'll
so
just
like Fortnite.
you'll die, right? So I really wish that they take a different turn to it and not make it multiplayer in a big map with 80 people, you know, because that's really what it feels like right now. It's the same
Oh,
thing,
John.
and I really don't see why people would go and play Blackout for as long as they wish when they could just play multiplayer in the same thing and have way more action in a little time span. So I hope you guys enjoyed some of my opinions on the Blackout beta so
That
far.
was
Obviously,
fucking
this is a beta.
filthy, man.
I know Treyarch has been
Holy
responding to the community a
fuck.
lot. They have a bunch of changes rolling out. So
Yo, I can't
obviously,
believe I actually just
Blackout's
did
going to
that.
look a lot different when the game launches
Holy
October
man.
12th.
Hey, yo, I did
But
this stuff.
that's just what I think so far. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about
Actually,
Blackout so
definitely
far,
amazing. Oh, I
whether
didn't
you
match
played it or
that.
not, or what your opinion is on it so far. And I'll definitely be streaming some of it when it fully comes out. And you know, I'm still testing it around, seeing whether I like it or not, whether I'll be playing it for the next year. So yeah, make sure you guys drop a like on this video, and make sure you just subscribe to the channel. And as soon as Black Ops 4 hits, I'll be dropping a ton of gameplays on that. I'm super excited, guys. So yeah, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Thanks.
Peace.
That was dope.